Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my page. This is Lakshmi here, all the way from Switzerland. As usual, I come live every Friday, well, almost every day, and I get to bring some different my guests or my seniors from this online business. So today, obviously, I have Tanvir, all the way from Canada. He is a coach. He is an amazing person. He is, I think, it's one of the I met in the. We met in Rome, so he is a really, really great guy. So this is Lakshmi, all the way from Switzerland. Once again, my name is sorry, Lakshmi, and then I'm originally from Nepal and living in Switzerland. It's been almost 15 years. I live with my family here. I am mother of three. Also, I started this online business journey 2.5 years ago. So I'm here today with Tanvir, and just to, he's been here. Obviously, he's one of our senior and the top leader there in our board. So I'm so grateful that when I asked him to, I invited him and he said yes, and it's a blessing to me, and I'm ever so grateful. I will be grateful forever. And let me introduce Tanvir. To our audience, can you please tell about yourself a little bit? Thank you,
Yeah,
Tanvir.
thank you, Lakshmi, for inviting me here. It's been a pleasure. So as you said, my name is Tanvir. I've been living in Canada for little over, I think, 16, close to 17 years now. But I used to live in Switzerland as well. That was long time ago. It feels like it's not even from this life. When I was 19, 18 and a half, 19
Oh
years.
my
That's when two of my other buddies and me, we decided to go to Switzerland for study
God.
apparently. So and yeah, it was a really great challenge. And now, if I look back, uh, I get scared now that what I have done. At that age, we didn't know any. Like, that was my first out of my country. In fact,
Okay.
family. And yeah, but we did good. We came out good.
Good. Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
that is obviously something special that not many people can come to study in Switzerland, and you are very lucky, and you could do that.
it was expensive. Like, even like
Yeah.
tuition fee wise, if I when I think back, I'm like, how did my parents allowed me or paid for that much, because it
That
was huge. Even back
ridiculous.
then, like
Yes.
2001, I think.
Yeah.
So
And not only that, in the Swiss system, I've been living here for 15 years. They don't really take a lot of international. They give the first priority their local. And you are one of the lucky one to get into the Swiss university. And that's their principle here, because my two girls are in university, and the local student, they gets the home student gets the first place, and
Mhm.
only left over then they allowed. Anyway, it's obviously then you moved into Canada, so you moved from one cold country to another cold country.
Well, no, I had lived in so many other countries in between. So after
Okay.
Switzerland, I went to China. I lived in China for almost
Wow.
4 years.
Okay.
Few different cities. I lived in Guangzhou. I lived in Shanghai, and then Nanjing.
My goodness. So you've been traveling long before then this your journey started. So
Yeah.
yes, I mean, thank you for your short and sweet introduction. Obviously, I live in Switzerland. So you said you live in the French speaking part, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
did you enjoy living in Switzerland?
Yeah, like yeah, as I was saying, that at that time we had to study, and then like, student couldn't do like part-time job at that time.
No.
I mean, our hotel management, you have to study for 6 months and then work for 6 months, kind of thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
again,
Okay.
and then go back
Okay.
to school and then work again, like that. But it was I think the best time, the worst time of my life over there. There was a time that I felt like, that was the biggest wrong, the worst decision ever. And then there was a time that later on, we really enjoyed, and I still miss Switzerland. I still miss Europe actually, because I've
Are you
been through.
planning to visit, bring your family over, or you been here after you left, since you left?
Oh yeah, I came to Switzerland again in 2017, and then I think
Okay.
2019. Yeah, I've been there a few times, and
With your family?
no, just me, just me.
Okay, are you gonna bring your family then again?
Plan next year we are planning to come for a whole like Euro trip with my family. So
Yeah.
I want to show my wife, my daughters, my school in Switzerland in Montreux.
Oh,
That's where,
that's great.
yeah.
That's great.
So
If you
we're
do, just do keep in touch. Maybe we catch up for a coffee or maybe curry at my house.
yes,
Anyway, thank you again, Tanvir, to saying yes. I'm just gonna obviously, as we are both obviously, I mentioned earlier, I met you in Rome, our Gather and Grow. That was fantastic experience for me. Obviously, you are here, one of the senior top leader and top earner, top in the top for us, and we all look up to you. You know, whatever you do, we watch your mastermind, and I find you are so kind and you have lots of sense of humor, and I kind of enjoy when I watch your mastermind. It's really live, and obviously, as we are online business, doing the on the same platform and the same system, I just would like to ask you, the how did you start this online business? Did you actually directly just started this, or you started this online business alongside with your profession?
I started with alongside with my job. When I was working in 2018, we were looking for something, not particularly something online. My wife and I were looking for something that we could maybe make extra money while working
Mhm.
our full-time jobs. And that's when the advertising popped up, and my wife talked to me, and then we looked into our webinar, and then we thought, okay, if there's some selling involved, like if I have to go to friends and family and sell shampoo and lotion and makeup and stuff, I'm done. I don't want to do that, right? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. I don't
No.
want to work full time and then go out and sell lotion, and
Yeah.
so that wouldn't be possible for me. So we're looking for something that would, kind of will get it started, and then most of the work will be done automatically, kind of thing. And when I saw the webinar, and then I was like, this is interesting. It says there's no direct selling, and the system will do the selling for us. So that kind of interested me. And then we got ahead, and then in 20 end of 2018 we started this business. So whole 2019 I worked my full-time job.
Mhm.
My wife also worked full-time job, and I did this on the side, like as
Yeah.
yeah. And my plan was to quit job in 2020, but
Yeah.
then pandemic came, everything was closed. Like I was working in a hotel, in a Marriott Sheraton,
Hmm.
as a banquet manager, and
Hmm.
everything got closed, shut down, right? So the whole 2020 we stayed at home, and I ran this business
Uh-huh.
because it's
Okay.
online, and we all we need is internet to run this business.
Yeah.
And in the pandemic we had internet, so uh,
Yeah.
I ran this whole thing from home. And end of 2020, when I received my T4 in Canada, we get a tax form, like how much you
Yeah.
made whole year, and then you have to
Yeah.
pay tax to the government. So that form, I made $105,000 that in 2020.
Wow.
And that
Wow.
that was my clue that, hey, I think this is your
Yeah.
time to quit your job and focus on the business, because I would never be able to make $105,000 from my job yet. Like as a banquet manager, you make
No.
65,000 dollars. So
Yeah. Wow. That, and what a perfect time. You didn't know that. How do you know that anything about this? That was perfect time landed on you. So obviously then when you started, with you do alongside with your wife, or just you did started this business?
no, my wife and I, we both used to work, because you don't need like separate name or different name to run,
Uh-huh.
like
Uh-huh.
just like any other businesses. If you have a boutique shop,
Yeah.
you can sit there, or your husband can go in the evening and
Yeah.
run it. This is some exactly the same. So I used to
Okay,
look
that's
after the advertising, and she used to look after the
yeah,
accounting, all those stuff.
yeah.
And she still does. She still does.
That's
Yeah,
great.
she's
That's
the
great.
boss.
The accounting the amount of money you earning must be very heavy work, right?
Well, yeah, yeah. She does the most important thing, the
Yeah,
accounting. Like I do
that's
everything, and she's the one who is depositing all the checks to the bank. Very
that's
hard.
great. Very hard. That it is very hard work. Just keep deposit your take, right? That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Just let pull out some of. I think we have some of our guests that visiting. MK Rakib, watching from Sultan, South Carolina. Thank you very much for watching us. And who else? We have Hamida as a digital connect. Hi, watching from USA Buffalo. Thank you very much for watching us. That's really, and we got more here. Nahida Afroja Khan. Hello, I saw from Switzerland. Oh goodness, you're from Switzerland. Oh, you are not. I saw from. That's great. Hello. We got to meet up if you are in this platform as well. Krishna Subba Heidi watching from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much. I think we are very popular today, Tanvir, and a lot of I don't get that many people when I go alone my life. So we got so many. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Ganga,
guys.
watching from Atlanta. I mean, that must be your blessing is here. Thank you very much. And so, what I'm gonna obviously next is when you're doing obviously you will say you said you were looking something extra, but this online business, of course everybody, not many of us knew to how to run this business, right? Everybody start
Hmm.
from the scratch here. And um you when you choose this online business, when you started obviously, what is the now you most important thing you enjoying, the most the fruitful things you have apart from money being in this platform?
There are a couple of things I would say beside the money. Um, the first one is I get to spend time with my family now. Like it's been
Mm-hmm.
for 5 years that we quit our both of us we quit our jobs. So
Mm-hmm.
now for last 5 years we are always with our kids. Like from waking
Mm-hmm.
up to go to bed, everything. Like having breakfast and having lunch, going out, and when they have school, we drop them off. I pick them up, and then I take them to the taekwondo, like the martial art. I take
Mm-hmm.
classes. I take them to the Arabic classes. So we are always there, and this is for me is the best blessing from the
Blessing.
because
Yeah.
we all know how the life abroad works. Like we has
Yeah.
we both we just wait for the weekend to spend time with our kids, kind of thing, and during the week is just go 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 go, right?
Yeah. So,
And
yeah, that's so how it's. I mean, it must be like actually I can't even explain that. How I just like to see what like this is online business. Obviously, I am just 2 years here, but you've been here for almost what 7 years
7 years,
now. Seven
seven,
years now. During that 7 years, and how before you started, how many years were you working in your profession job in there?
well, in Canada I was working almost 12 years at that point.
So what is the difference and how has that this online business impacted in your life then?
Everywhere, like I said, that when I had a job, like my job was from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m., like midnight after
4
I
p.m. to 2 a.m.
yeah, I used to come home around like 2 or 3 in the morning sometimes, right?
Oh my goodness.
And
Yeah.
then sleep, and then when I wake up around noon, and then I used to just get ready for work again, and that
Mm-hmm.
was my routine for a whole 5 days, and then Saturday Sunday I had off. Um, that is totally different lifestyle, to be honest.
Yeah.
Having 9 to 5 job and husband and wife working, it's so different. Like
Yeah.
you leave for the weekend, you leave for the days off, you
Yeah.
have 2 to 3 weeks off in entire year. and then the rest of the all those other weeks you just keep working and working, and it just, and now it's complete opposite.
Yeah.
It's complete
Yeah.
opposite now. Yeah.
Yeah.
um like every day is a weekend, every day is a holiday. Like we
Absolutely.
go for holiday, like we just came back from Los Angeles, and
Uh-huh.
after we come back we're on holiday. Like we, it's not like, oh, tomorrow morning I have to go to work again, and
Yeah.
there's piles of, like, I used to have a week off or 2 weeks off and then go to work. There's like piles of stuff just sitting on my desk for me to finish
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
I go back from the holiday. So and here now we come back from holiday and we're on still on holiday. Like we don't have anything to do
That's
basically.
that's great. That's great. And okay, so when you started this, like coming back from like hospitality or working hotel in the hotel job, so what were the struggle did you have to face or overcome to with to be successful, very successful in this online business?
I think the most, because here 90% things are done for you. Like you don't have
Yeah.
to be really
Yeah.
tech savvy. You don't have to deal with website.
Yeah.
You have to deal with funnel and email marketing and all those, because those are all done.
Yeah.
Uh, Here, I think, um, I had to struggle the most is, like, from coming from working mindset to a business mindset, especially entrepreneur mindset. It's not even
Yeah.
like a business. Like if you
Yeah.
open up a boutique shop or a clothing store, that's one thing. But this one is online and you don't really see anything.
Yeah.
In a
Abs-
clothing store, you can see this is your store. You have good lighting, you have lots of clothes
Yeah.
hanging. You physically you can see those. Online you
Yeah.
don't really see the
Yeah.
improvement. So in this one, I think the most like hardest thing that I had to deal with was the mindset.
Yeah.
That I'm an entrepreneur, and it takes time, and then you have to just keep doing whatever you are doing, and really have believe and trust in the business.
You did believe that, and then where you are today, would you ever, at the beginning, did you ever thought that you would be the place where you are today?
Absolutely. I saw that. I wanted to go there. I had that goal, and then in between I just kept working.
That's great.
I didn't
That's
know when exactly that is going to happen, like in 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, and I didn't care. I don't care about the time. I just know my goal. I want to get there, and I'll just keep working.
Mhm. That's great. That's amazing. So now, obviously, we're coming to the end of our live. Then I would just like to, obviously, we facing maybe it's different from male to female to facing on the online. There is a lot of people who is negative about it, right? Have you ever faced those negative people? What you're
Absolutely.
doing? You have. So how did you deal with them?
I don't.
That's great. Do nothing. Just ignore them.
So because you don't have to,
Yeah.
I don't ignore them. I don't really ignore them. So there are few kinds of negativity. There's one kind that they will not even try to understand what you're saying. They are
Yeah.
so um, into themselves, and they are so strict with their own opinion that
Tunnel
they don't,
vision.
yeah, they don't even want to hear anything. And it's not only about in this business, even in your personal life. You can
Yeah.
see in your relatives, there are some people who just don't want to take anyone's anything. Like they have that strong opinion, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cannot do anything with those people.
Yeah. Did
You know,
ever bother you those things to you, especially when your family or friends, close relatives, did like they are like that? Did ever bother you that?
no, no,
That's
it doesn't.
great.
What it does is it actually makes me to work even harder.
Harder. That's very, very, very strong and positive message.
You
That
believe
is
it or not, every time there are some days when I'm in a good mood, and then my days are going well, and then someone, because we are always on social media, and on
yeah,
social media works, people from wherever, they can just say whatever they want
yeah,
on on your video, on your
yeah,
post or
yeah,
whatever. So for example, if I'm having a good day and everything is going good, and then I saw a bad comment on my ad or on my one of my video, that day actually I work even harder. It makes me even,
More to
read a book. I
say.
do 3 more go lives. I post 10 more on that day.
That's what.
It just
What?
makes, yeah, it just makes me even m- to work even harder. It makes me like, okay, now I'm gonna prove it. Just watch me. You know, that
Yes.
attitude comes
Yes,
out.
that's really so. Is that mean you sending these messages to all of our, obviously, you know how many total we have in it? Well, I'm over 270,000 people. Of course, it's not everybody the places where they want to be, but is that the message, kind of message you sending the people who's obviously coming, enjoying to just get that mindset?
Yeah,
Don't stop yourself, whatever other people's
because
the opinion maybe.
absolutely, that's a message I always tell that to my team as well. Because working online for last 7 years, I this is one thing that I really learned. Like, you can learn all those from the books, and I have read so many books about this, but
Mhm.
I personally went through this, and I know this is, no matter what you do, forget about this business. Whatever you do in your life, there will be people are going to try to put you down, will tell you that you cannot do it. They
Yeah.
will tell you this is not for you. They will tell you this is not the age, this is not the time to do this. They will tell you something negative, no matter what you do, right?
Mhm.
They could be right, they could be wrong. I don't even want to think about that. What I know is, like, this is what I think I should do, and this is what I'm
Mhm.
going to do. As
That's
long
true.
as there's the two things that I always have in my mind, I always make sure these two things are already always required. Is, if whatever I'm doing, is it going to hurt someone,
Uh-huh.
or if whatever I'm doing from the country that I'm doing, is this legal in that country? These
Yeah.
are the things. As long as these two things met, I don't care who is saying what.
Mm. That's important. So hopefully our audience out there, if you feeling that, if you, because it's I have also received so many negative comment on my video, just like you have. Sometimes I do try to comment, respond to them positive way, and sometimes I don't. But like you said, this is in being an online, we have to build a quite a thick skin, right? Are you with me?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's so many times that in the beginning, I told you that I don't even respond to that, because
Yeah.
when you go to their page, you will see 99% of the time those are fake profiles. So you don't
Yeah.
even know who they are. Or
Yeah.
if you know who they are, if you go to their page, they know nothing about this business, right? So
Mhm.
something that they have zero idea, and they're commenting, their comment is not even accountable,
No,
right?
absolutely. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that guy
that's
don't even know what I'm doing, so he's just commenting whatever, right? Or
yeah,
that guy probably got scammed or burnt out by someone else in the past, so now whatever he sees online, he thinks it's the same, you know.
same. Yeah,
So,
yeah. And do you feel that people like that are they missing out on this opportunity?
absolutely, absolutely. I sometimes feel like if I could, I would just, grab everyone and
Yeah.
tell them, like, look, because they have no idea
Put
what they're
your
missing.
so you put your eyes into their eyes, right? In their face.
But at the same time, not everything is for everyone. Some people wants to be
Yeah,
a doctor,
that's
some wants to be an engineer, some wants to be an actor, some wants to be an,
yeah.
just a computer guy or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's not for everyone.
Yeah, that's very, very true. That's absolutely very true. Of course, it's not for everyone. That's why we have so many other things going around in our life. So, end of the day, so this is the last question for you, Tanvir. I know I'm taking your time. You must be very busy. Being in the high in the leaderboard, leader seat is not easy. I guess you have a lot of other things to do. But this is the last one. What message would you give to those people, like we've been talking, who has negative thing about it, who's have doubt, who was not sure about. I know because we have many, we are like I mentioned here, over 270,000 people. They must be see every, somebody must be every day they see our ad and they want to know, because I have a lot of people like that. They want to know there, but they are not quite taking that. We have as a system, we have a step by step our process. They are going through the first step, but they're not taking the second step. What message would you give it to them, please?
Like I said, that this is not for everyone, but you will
Mm-hmm.
not know until you actually get in and see for
Mm-hmm.
yourself if this is for you or not, if this suits you or not. So
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people that if you message me, you saw my ad and you messaged me, there must be a reason for that. You must be looking for
Mm-hmm.
something, maybe not this business, maybe something else. But is this business is for you? Is this the something that you're looking for, or is this something that will work for you? You don't know until you actually get in and learn and see exactly how things works here, and then you can decide. Like, we
Mm-hmm.
made it everything so risk free. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have,
Yeah.
you're not losing any money or anything. If
Yeah.
anything, you're actually gaining more knowledge. even if
Knowledge.
you leave, even if you say, okay, I don't want to do this business, but at least now you know
Yeah.
more than you knew before about this business, right? So if
Yeah.
you click on an ad, if you talk to someone, if you had, you know give some thoughts about it, I would say, hardest thing is always the taking the first step. This is always the
Yeah.
hardest. Take
Yeah.
the first step, get in and see for yourself. If not, you can do something else,
Yeah. Thank
right?
you. Thank you very much for your suggestion. That's absolutely first step is always had. We're gonna say Nezmoon Nahar. Hello everyone watching for Los Angeles. Thank you very much. We got so many other Aroa on tour. Hello watching from Canada. Thank you very much for joining us. So many of us. I feel so. This is Amin. Hi, watching from Canada, Montreal. Okay, you probably know Tanvir. Tanvir, you are. We all know you are very famous. Everybody here today, watching from France. Wow, that's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, Ganga. Again, amazing message. Thank you all for everybody, each and everybody who's obviously joined us there and watching us. Thank you. I'm sure you guys have also got some beautiful idea and message and how to deal with the negative thoughts or comments in yourself. Thank you, Tanvir, for sharing your journey and giving us the amazing tips. And I'm grateful for that. And thank you all for joining us, whichever part of the world you join, and enjoy your day, afternoon, evening, and wish you all the best on this platform. And we have Tanvir here. If you want any more question, get into him in a flock, right? Thank you,
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Tanvir, for your time. I really appreciate it. That's all for now today, and we'll see you probably in the future, right?
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Bye bye for now. Would you like to say anything? Well, Tanvir, and then
No, no, thank you so much for
nothing.
having me. And
Thank
then,
you. No,
yeah,
thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate much appreciate. No, I thank you. Okay, bye bye, everybody. See you again soon.